All right, everybody, welcome into the college football edition of Not Move podcast. I'm Otis, your host. This is Jimmy. We're going to be talking about all the big games this week, some good matchups in the top 25, as well as some other matchups you may want to listen to. All right, so Jimmy, we're going to start out with these early games. First game we're going to talk about is Texas Tech versus Utah. It's just kicking off. Utah's a -3.5. What are you thinking?
I like this Utah team a lot. This game is the tale of two teams, like the tale of two how college football is ran nowadays. Texas Tech literally bought all their players in the portal, and this Utah team is homegrown. They've been grinding their guys up. They got a really good offensive line. They got a mobile quarterback who I think is underrated. The receivers are solid. I feel like this is going to be a good matchup. I lean more towards the home team of Utah. I like what Whittingham's doing there with that coach and that culture. I lean Utah on this one.
Yeah, and the thing is that these are two typically historically contrasting teams, right? One plays offense, Texas Tech, gas pedal down, everything's going. Utah playing a tough defense, so we're going to see how that plays out. The next game we got coming up, Maryland at Wisconsin. Maryland's plus 10.5 here. What are you thinking?
See, Wisconsin has been disappointing this year for sure, and I feel like that's way too many points. I feel like if you want to take a dog, you want to take a team to cover the number. I feel like this Maryland quarterback, they have a solid freshman quarterback who's learning the ropes. They are going to be a problem in the future. I feel like this is a figure it out game. I feel like they stay within the number, possibly even pushing for the win.
Yeah, Maryland's a team that is very streaky. They don't play consistently enough. It's hard to tell. And as you said, Wisconsin, with its underwhelming start, it's probably a good play. I agree with you there. And then we got Arkansas at Memphis. And I feel like this is a matchup that should have happened, many, many times. But, I feel like Memphis is a team that's hanging on by a thread in the Division I ranks, in my opinion.
See, I don't know. I think they're live for this game because they're undefeated. Arkansas themselves has been kind of underwhelming. Taylor Green hasn't been playing up to what people thought. People were thinking he was a dark horse. Him, along with the Ole Miss's quarterback Austin Simmons, haven't been playing like up to what they thought the standard or the caliber that people thought beforehand. But I lean just because it's at home and they got the points. I lean towards Memphis. I feel like this is a live dog again. Like I said earlier with the Maryland game, I like this team. They're undefeated, and Arkansas really hasn't really done anything this season to make me go, "Wow, look at these guys." No, I was like, I like Memphis in this game in this matchup.
Yep. So Jimmy taking the 6.5 points against Arkansas. All right, moving on to some later games. We're going to talk about Michigan giving 1.5 to Nebraska. What are you thinking here?
See, all right, Nebraska has always historically lost these big matchups, man. They're like what? It's been 10 years since they won a ranked matchup. Uh, but this is year three, Matt Rule. If there was any time to win a big game, it is right now. Dylan Raiola, he's had his ups and downs. He's been playing pretty decent this year. Bryce Underwood's they haven't really like let him do what he's able to do at Michigan. They're still trying to figure out their offense. In my personal opinion, I feel like this is going to be a low scoring, run heavy game. I lean more towards Nebraska. I got the red shirt on just because I feel like if there's any time, it's now for Nebraska to win this game. Like I said, Matt Rule in year three. I don't know. He's trying to turn this program around. This would be a program defining win.
Yeah, I think Matt Rule is a great coach. I live in the Philadelphia area, saw him cut his teeth here at Temple and then move on to the NFL and then get back into the college ranks now with this team. And I feel like, there's nothing to be taken lightly for his ability to coach kids up. So Michigan probably being in a vulnerable spot here. I like your pick. All right, so next game we got is ASU at Baylor. Baylor giving 2.5.
Yeah, this is a Big 12 matchup. This is a knockout matchup. The Big 12 are so close at the top of the conference that one slip up in rivalry, you're kind of out of the playoff race, or because I feel like they're not going to get many playoff spots. And this is a tale of two teams because Arizona State Their quarterback, Sam Levitt, you saw how they did last year in their performance. They've lost Scatterboo, but they still have some decent uh, pieces. They just lost to Mississippi State on a crazy like last minute touchdown run by one of their running backs, Mississippi State's running backs. But this defense has a problem with the long ball, and Baylor's defense is also pretty bad. So this is going to be a shootout, I think, in my opinion. I lean towards Sawyer Robert. I like Sawyer Robertson. I feel like he's putting his name out there. He's a gunslinger, and this Arizona State team is susceptible to the long ball, and that's all this Baylor offense does is throw it deep. And I like this Baylor offense. Their defense can't stop a nosebleed, but I think this is going to be a high scoring affair. I feel like I lean more towards the home team here, and that's how I see it.
Yeah, I feel like the shootout is the way that it's going to be here because of those historically bad defenses here. Like you said, they still got players on that offensive team for ASU. So I like the pick of taking the over here. You like taking the Baylor minus the 2.5 as well. Another game we got in the Big Ten is Illinois at Indiana. Indiana giving up 4.5 here.
Yeah, this game is crazy. The fact that Indiana is ranked higher than Illinois coming into this is kind of, I don't know. The AP poll, you never really know with those things nowadays. I didn't even like list it on the sheet, but just because the match, like if you look at it on paper, Indiana made the playoffs last year. They're the on quote unquote better team than what Illinois has portrayed. But I feel like neither team has really played any like real competition this year. The Illinois team, Luke Altmaier, they got a solid squad here. They've been in some battles, but I feel like they haven't been like truly tested. I feel like this is the first test for both Indiana and Illinois. Mendoza from Indiana is a solid quarterback. I feel like this is a defining moment for who's fighting for that like second or third seed in the Big Ten, trying to get that playoff spot. I lean towards Illinois in the points just because I think it's going to be a close game, but you just never really this was the hardest game to predict in my opinion for this whole week.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the coach at Indiana, the name is me at this point, but he did a job last year, I think, with that. Yeah, Kurt Signetti. And I agree with you on the rankings. I think a couple days ago, I was having a discussion with someone on one of our lives that the numbers shouldn't actually come out until after like week 5.
I agree with you.
And then that way you really kind of get a feel. But like you said, this is a jostling for position in the Big Ten, possibly an easier path to the Big Ten championship. Illinois is a team that's young. Indiana is a little more experienced. I like Indiana here in this game. All right, and next one we're talking about here is Tulane getting 12.5 at Ole Miss.
See, this Tulane team is interesting because they have the quarterback from BYU that they had last year, and I think he's a solid guy. I feel like this Tulane team, this is their time to make a group of 5 push because we saw what South Florida did with their wins over Boise State and Florida. So so this is Tulane's time to like show up and be like, they want to show that they can take that group of 5 spot, and I feel like this is a prime position for them to do that. I think they stay well within the number. Ole Miss hasn't really wowed me at all. Like I said earlier, Austin Simmons hasn't really played. Like he's coming into a position like replacing Jackson Dart in that system, and he hasn't really like Jackson Dart was balling out in that system. He hasn't really showed me that he's at that level yet. So I lean towards Tulane. I like this team.
What's up, boys?
Hey, good morning, Southgate. How are you?
Sorry, I'm late. I had a little business I had to take care of, but I'm here. Where are we?
We are talking right now. We're talking about Tulane versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss laying 12.5.
It's at Ole Miss?
At Ole Miss, yes, sir.
Oof. I feel like you never know what you're going to get out of either one of those teams, man. I would probably take the 12.5.
Yeah, that's kind of where Jimmy was going. Austin
I'm sorry,
Simmons.
Jimmy. Did I interrupt you?
Oh
No,
no,
you're
no, no,
good.
no.
I was finishing
He
up
was
my
done.
point, dog.
Yeah, he was finished.
You
Yeah.
reaffirmed my point right there.
Yep, absolutely. You confirmed his ideas. Austin Simmons, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions this season.
I mean, it's so hard to keep track of so many college teams. I try and read the lines. I always find like these 9.5 lines. The dog normally comes in. These 12 and that. Like last night, the line was 9.5 with the Tulsa game. The 12.5 lines, the dog normally comes in, and the 5.5 lines are normally a trap.
Yeah. I really liked Retzlaff last year as well, Jimmy. Like you said, Austin Simmons coming into this system. He doesn't look as efficient as Jackson Dart. Obviously, Ole Miss is known for having some solid quarterbacks, so maybe he's got time to develop here. But it's so early in the season for him. I feel like the 12.5 is too good to not take with Tulane. The next game we're going to talk about is one of the bigger games in the last couple weeks here. We're talking about Auburn at Oklahoma. Oklahoma laying the 6.5. What are you guys thinking?
Well, this is a Jackson Arnold revenge game. He was at the quarterback at Oklahoma last year, but they didn't give him a chance really. But I don't think I don't care how much Jackson Arnold wants to be in this game. I think that Oklahoma defense is just too good. The Auburn defense is going to get sliced up by Mateer. I feel like this is the last week you can get a good price on Mateer for a Heisman bid. I feel like if you want to lay some money on Mateer to get a Heisman, he's a good long ball right now. I feel like he's going to prove it and show it in this game. The Oklahoma defense is pretty stout themselves. I feel like this is an easy Oklahoma shred at home.
I
Hard to play
feel,
Norman.
yeah. I mean, I personally feel like there's so many games on the board. I mean, if you want to, I would just rather not bet against Oklahoma at home. I agree with Jimmy on that. I mean, if you don't like the Oklahoma pick, just stay away.
Yeah, I was able to see some of the Oklahoma offense live and in person last week at Temple, and that defense. Brett Venables always been known for his solid defensive play. Mateer is a dual threat quarterback. He finds guys when he's scrambling. So I don't know that Oklahoma takes a step back at all. Getting into the heart of the SEC schedule here.
This is the prove it year for them too, because last year they got thrown down the gauntlet. The gauntlet kind of took over. This year they still have a hard schedule, but they have a quarterback that they like. They have a new OC that they like. They look like they're clicking on all cylinders here.
Yeah. And then the last big game we're going to talk about, Florida at Miami. Miami laying 7.5 against this Florida team. DJ Lagway and Carson Beck at the helm for each offense. What are you thinking, Jimmy?
Man, this I feel like this is where Napier gets fired, man. If Napier doesn't come out and perform, coach, because his play calling is the problem, and that's the reason why he even the last couple of games of Florida last year where he upset some teams where he was calling the plays. It got him the idea that he's good at play calling, and we've seen through these first 3 weeks that he's not good at play calling at all. And I feel like this Miami defense is solid. Carson Beck's playing almost probably better than I would say what he was doing at Georgia. At Georgia, I don't think he was playing as good as what he is now. And I feel like this Miami team is solid. I am a hater on Cristobal. It's just because I feel like he always chokes, but he always chokes in the big games. I feel like this is a squash spot, and I feel like Napier will be fired by Monday morning. He'll join the UCLA coach as well as the Virginia Tech coach without a job.
I mean, it's kind of tough because you can't lose to South Florida and then Miami. It's really bad for recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the only time Florida's looked good this year is when they played LIU Brooklyn. So, I mean, what do you really take from that? I have a feeling like Miami football's back.
Yeah, I agree with you, Southgate. I feel like the change is coming. And last year was kind of like a aberration for this upcoming era with Cristobal, with Cam Ward, now exiting, and this
QB1.
Carson Beck coming in. The thing is, I don't know if Carson Beck is the guy yet, because we've seen all these different great games come from Carson Beck, and then when it comes time to play the big games, he gets a little tight. It's a little tight, but I think Miami wins going away in this game.
Did you guys touch on the Oregon game?
We did not. Would you like to share your insight?
They're laying 34.5. Was it Oregon State?
Yeah, it's the border war.
Do you think they just roll them, or could you see that game being tight?
I think it's a pick your number game. As many points as Oregon wants to put up, they'll put up.
Yeah.
Oregon State is terrible this year. You stinky.
I mean, that game last week, Oregon played 69-3. I think that team was better than this Oregon State team. And
I love betting these big spreads. I was looking at the Florida State game.
If you want,
hold on one second.
I was gonna say, if you want big spreads, like
Kent State, Southgate.
Yeah, they're laying 44.5 to Kent State.
Yeah,
they put up 70 last week, I think. So that Castellanos offense, Castellanos, he loves the role he's in. He feels rejuvenated. He feels like he's the man. I have a ticket on
Florida State on the schedule for Miami this year.
Yeah, they play, I think, in 2 weeks.
Wow.
In 2 weeks. Yeah, Florida State plays Miami and Clemson this year. And I have Florida State low-key putting up a fight. I think I have them winning the ACC, honestly, after what happened week 3.
Yeah, no, I think Florida State football and Miami football is back, which is great for college.
It's good for the ACC because like the SEC was dominating, and like it's kind of good to have like at least a little bit of competition in the ACC. Another big spread, if you want to talk about spread games, is Tennessee UAB. I think
I just took Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee should roll. Joey Aguilar's playing out of his mind. It was unfortunate what happened to them against Georgia last week. Tennessee, like Josh Heupel, just coached himself into a loss. I feel like if he could have got that one back. But
as a matter of fact, I just put in 2 parlays. I put in Tennessee, Texas Tech plus the 3.5. Louisville. And the over in the TCU game.
That's another. Let's talk about that game.
Yes. So that was one that me and Jimmy were talking about earlier. The TCU SMU game, taking the over at 63.5. It's 7-0 already. Late first.
And it looks like SMU's about to kick a field goal.
Yeah, they're on the 11.
And then I have a parlay last night. I had Tulsa, Iowa, and I got South Florida, Oregon, and Florida State to finish it off.
Yeah. My parlay was the over on that SMU game. Arkansas straight up. Texas Tech straight up. I also like James Madison today.
I can't bet them since they're in my state.
I know. UCF over
North
it's
Carolina. Like me. It's kind of funny.
UCF.
I can't bet Syracuse, even though they're 10 hours away from me, but I can bet Rutgers when it's a half hour away from me.
Right.
Because
I also like a game, Southgate, that me and Jimmy are odds at is Notre Dame giving up 25.5 to Purdue. I feel like Notre Dame is coming back with a vengeance after starting out 0-2.
I think they just keep it within the number. I think y'all should win, but I just think that new coach.
The only thing is, that's kind of like a low-key rivalry.
I don't know about that.
We got a special guest here today.
Special guest, Bo.
Bo, we were just talking about Oregon covering that spread today.
No, he's not as confident. He's not as confident as I am in his own team, which is crazy.
Otis, I feel like that isn't that like a low key rivalry, Purdue Notre Dame.
Yeah,
I know
Purdue,
the rivalry is went in Notre Dame.
See, I didn't know that, to be honest.
Yeah, they're in Indiana.
And
Yeah,
that
they're
does
both
make
in
sense.
Indiana.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And before Notre Dame joined the half schedule in the ACC, teams that Notre Dame always played was Purdue from the Big Ten, Purdue and Michigan every year.
Okay.
That was a given. So that's why it's kind of like.
And they used to play USC every year, right?
They still do. They still do that. Yeah.
USC has a big spread this week. I think it's like 27. I think, or it might have went down. I feel like they should still squash. Their quarterback is good. Ricky Miami.
They're later tonight, right?
Yeah, that's a night game. That's like a 9 o'clock at night.
Let me see here.
I know there's a new Hawaiian quarterback that's emerged.
So they're minus 19.5, Jimmy, against
19
Michigan
and a half.
State.
Yeah, they should roll. Michigan State ain't nothing.
Actually, an 11 o'clock game. 11 o'clock start on the West Coast. 8 o'clock their time.
That's crazy.
Bo, are you ready?
1 a.m. football.
Can't hear you, Bo.
You got to unmute yourself, dog.
I don't think his headset's working.
Hey, my Virginia Cavaliers play the worst team in the ACC. If we can't beat the Stanford Trees, I don't know what to do, man.
Now you're unmuted, Bo.
No.
No,
Mike.
No,
not live.
Try again.
You got that Obama headset. He left.
I don't know if I can laugh at that.
No, he'll probably try to figure it out. He might get back
he's gonna zoom in and come back. What else are the night games? Throw a couple night games at me, or another couple 3:30 games.
Okay. So tonight we also have BYU at East Carolina.
Oh wait, actually, I'm sorry, Otis. Did you guys go over the Indiana-Illinois game?
We did, but we can certainly take your thoughts on it, sir.
I don't know. That's what I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm kind of
what up, guys? What up?
Hey, there you are.
Bo,
hey,
you're in. Good.
Hey, I'm here. Don't worry.
All right, a special guest appearance from Bo from No Man.
What up, guys?
They also
What
do a
up?
podcast. What is it, Bo? Every Tuesday night?
Yeah, every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock.
9
Eastern
o'clock.
Standard Time.
Check them out.
Awesome.
Bo, you feel confident about Oregon covering tonight?
Covering? Yeah, I do. Like I was explaining on TikTok, I understand it. It's almost a for sure cover, but it's still like a rivalry game. I mean, you got to think this is one of the last times that Oregon and Oregon State actually play each other in nearest future that I know is literally this year. So
Are they taking each other off the schedule?
Well, with them going out of the going to a different division. Well, division.
Okay.
But
who's leaving which conference?
Well, Oregon's already left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to the Big Ten last year and ran it. So
I got you.
Okay, flex.
Yeah,
Big flex. I see.
And they schedule nobody this year except Penn State. It's crazy.
Just swear to God they did. Like everybody, I was talking to people last year, and they're like, I was like, if y'all thought we had an easy schedule this year, just wait till we play next year. All of y'all is going to be on the same wagon, bro. Y'all are be riding that same wagon. So,
y'all had one test last year in Ohio State. Y'all got one test this year in Penn State. It's crazy.
Now, Bo, we were also talking about Miami. Do you think Miami football is back?
With Carson? They look good. I mean, back to what? Like, are you
back to being Miami football?
Like 2000s era?
No, like just being a good program, possibly making the playoffs.
I was like 2000s era. They're not even freaking close. But I mean, they may be back to a winning franchise. Yes. I do think they need a little bit more to actually win. You got to look at all the teams around with the NIL deal. You have talent everywhere on the fields with these stacked teams. It's just going to be hard. But I mean, Miami is one of those teams that I think will start utilizing the NIL deal, and they're where they are and what people like about Miami and their history. I mean, come on. Aw, Mitch, you're gonna make me blush.
I mean, they already had it. To be honest, they got a couple of their their defense is all transferred in mostly. Like you can see like what they're doing. It's kind of crazy.
Right. Well, I was mainly really just kind of meaning of like kids looking at other schools. Whenever you're in high school, these around Texas, Oklahoma, you may want to go to Miami now, right? It's kind of cool. You kind of stay in the South. You get to do all that instead of having to go to Oregon or Ohio State or anything like that. But I still think Oregon and Ohio State and Michigan and all them, Alabama, they're all going to be higher in the rankings whenever it comes to getting the players from high school still too. I don't think that's going to drop. At least the top SEC and the top Big Ten schools, I don't think that's going to drop.
Well, it's the same thing with Texas and Florida. They just have to keep their kids at home.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Because most of we all know most of the good football players come out of Texas and Florida.
Yeah, all the California kids are trying to get out because there's like UCLA is kind of bad. Not kind of bad. UCLA is terrible.
Up in the Northeast, believe it or not, a lot of good football players come out of New Jersey too.
Yeah,
that's the problem with Rutgers. Rutgers cannot keep their players at home.
They seem to go into the Big Ten a lot. All the northern guys go down to Big Ten ball.
Well, I got to be honest with you. It's all Big Ten that does all the recruiting in New Jersey and New York. It's the Indianas, the Illinois, the Purdue's, the Iowas. They do all the recruiting out there.
Mm.
What was the recruiting class rankings? I only know that means so much, but what was the rankings from last year?
From 2025?
Sure, to be honest. I don't know the numbers.
2025 recruiting football team rankings. Texas, Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Oregon. That's on.
Man, you see how good Kalen DeVore is doing with his that ranked team, bro.
Yeah. So what team are we talking about? I got lost. Miami's at 14 right now. Or from last year.
Yep.
Okay, and Bo, can you bring up Florida State?
Let's go to 23 though. 23 they were 7. 24 they were 4. So in the past 3 or 4 years they've been top 10.
And how has Florida State been?
We really want to ask that question? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm just curious how they've been in recruiting.
Let me scroll. Well, I'm looking.
They're not even in the top. They're not even in the top 50.
I don't see.
Okay, all right. That's what I was curious.
Are you on 24/7, Otis?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, I see.
So who are the top
State.
5 teams, like say from 2 years ago in recruiting?
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago would be
23?
Alabama. Yeah, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Ohio State, and LSU.
Okay.
Right under that is Oklahoma, Miami, USC, Oregon, Tennessee. And then the shift the shift in 2024 went to Georgia,
Oregon,
Bama.
Yeah, Oregon and Miami are in the top 4. They're 3 and 4.
Yeah, the little shift there. And then in 25, you had Texas,
and
Georgia,
Florida
Bama.
State 12 in 2024 as well.
See, I think last year's makes one of the most sense to me as a recruiting class, because it goes Texas, Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, Florida, Auburn, Texas A&M, LSU.
Utah just tied it up 7-7.
That's crazy.
Who tied it up?
You think Auburn being that high is crazy?
Yeah, because they lose so much in state because of Alabama.
Right, I hear you. Yeah, that's right.
Well, real quick, if
but if they beat them, though, Jimmy, it looks good.
Yeah.
I know where Bo would play. Bo would play for Oregon. Otis, you obviously would play for Notre Dame. Jimmy, where would you play your college ball?
I'm a Virginia fan, man. ACC, run the ACC, bro. Run the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real.
Illegal man downfield. They could wipe the touchdown away.
I'm gonna be real too. I don't think I would play for Oregon either.
Where would you go, Bo?
Probably Boston College.
Under Bill O'Brien.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Why
under
Boston
Bill.
College? Yeah, I'm just curious. Why?
Because,
Boston
bro,
College?
I wasn't okay. If you want to talk about me, I wasn't ever that good in football. Let's start there.
So you're saying that if there's a chance you can play, you're going to be there?
Right. I'm not going to go to. I ain't going to Oregon where I can be like the 7th man up, man. I would go to Boston College.
Listen,
and be the
I
first man
gotta
there.
tell you, I played high
This is
school
what it
versus a
is.
kid. We had an exhibition game. I obviously you all know I'm from New York. We played versus Middletown South in exhibition games.
Rudy.
Oh yeah,
And
Middletown South, New Jersey.
yes. And there
Yes.
was a kid. I'm going back. I'm an old man. I'm 50 years old, so I'm going back
Right.
30, 35 years ago. There was a kid, Stephen Pitts. I mean, the kid rushed for 300 yards against us. He was just a man amongst boys. He had a full paid scholarship to Penn State. Now I expected to see this kid running in Penn State. Two,
Right.
3, 4 years goes by, I never seen him. So it's like the second to last game of the season for Penn State 4 years later. And I hear Stephen Pitts from Middletown South comes in, and he was just running behind Otis. You'll remember this, Blair Thomas.
Oh yeah.
And he just never got the chance because
Yeah, I thought that's who you were gonna say, Blair
Yeah.
Thomas. That's what I thought you were gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he went to a school where there were 2 or 3 running backs ahead of him
Yep.
that he never got the shot.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like chance to play, I'm probably playing at like Delaware or Delaware State.
Exactly.
know what?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah,
like if you want to be
you
real,
wanna
if you
go
want to
to
go
a
play
school-
football, don't go to one
Yeah.
of them big
No,
teams.
listen,
unless,
if you want to
like,
go to a school and be recognized,
that good.
you could go to a Syracuse or a UConn or something.
Right,
Right.
100%.
Or even in Indiana or something like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
JB, do me a favor. I know you're watching, clearly. Will you check your Instagram, dog? I got a question to ask before I do.
One thing I will say is like Southgate, I am old. I did play with a Heisman Trophy winner in high school. I played with Ron Dane at my high school, and same thing. I mean, it was linebackers were bouncing off them like it was nothing.
Yeah,
we used to play inter squad scrimmage on scrimmage. I used to hate getting picked to play defense because it just sucked.
Yeah,
Because
no, it's
somehow
kinda funny.
he never got to play defense in our inter squads.
Did
It's
we get
crazy
through much of those games,
because
Otis?
I played with an NFL offensive lineman on the same line, and he was big kid, and he just really he was good, but he wasn't like a standout. But because of his size, he got a scholarship to Southern Connecticut University, and he ended up winning Super Bowls with Brady, Joe Andruzzi. So they'll just take someone for their size and teach them.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I remember there was a kid that I played against in high school, Jeff Danish, and the kid was 6'4", 330 pounds, built like tremendous, and he got full scholarship to Syracuse.
Okay.
Alright.
Did you guys go over every game already?
I think we did.
Well, we
through
didn't
most
go
of them.
every single game. No.
We got through most of it. Like, did we hit all the ones on the list, Otis?
Yeah, it just goes to show you size matters. Paul
Yeah,
has
we
it.
did.
So what do
Cool.
y'all feel on the Auburn, Oklahoma?
Oklahoma should roll.
Otis, you're mute. I don't know. If you're talking or not.
The thing is,
Oh.
Paul, Oklahoma's laying 6.5 points to Auburn.
Uh-huh.
My thing is, if you like Auburn, I'd just rather not mess with Oklahoma at home. I would just stay away from the game.
I like Oklahoma
I
there.
think they
but
cover easily, bro.
my thing is some kids, they have that game where it's like they get their revenge. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he can do that against that defense, though, bro. I really don't.
Maybe not. But the past 2 weeks, Jackson Arnold's looked fine.
Yeah,
so
but
you got to give him the benefit of the doubt there.
What Natier's gonna tear Auburn's defense ain't nothing, though. They can't stop that offense, bro.
But they like we were just saying, they've been top in recruiting classes, so they've had people kids sitting there that we don't really know how good they can be. I mean, they haven't been had this praise or anything around them for no reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something over there in Auburn that people are really looking at, whether it be Jackson Arnold or whether it be the kids coming up.
I feel like if this game was at Jordan Air, I feel like I would lean more towards Auburn in the points. But if it's in Norman, bro, that's
I know that atmosphere. Is something I love Norman, bro. I live in Oklahoma. If everybody doesn't know, I've been to a couple of their games since they became SEC a year and a half ago, however long ago that was.
Otis, they took the touchdown away from Utah.
That's a different atmosphere over there in Norman right now. It really is. It's rough.
Legal man downfield. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
and then 2 plays later, Texas Tech intercepted the ball.
Yeah,
they got the ball at half field. Or half.
There's plenty of game left for Utah to win that.
What about Michigan?
And Utah just intercepted it back.
Yeah, talk to me.
Okay, what is it, Bo? Michigan who?
And Nebraska.
You know what? I was looking at that, and Michigan's ranked what?
Nothing.
23.
Oh,
Michigan's
21
and 23.
Yeah,
they're like, yeah.
Which, when you're ranked in between 20 and 25, I mean, you don't really know what the team's all about at that point. They could go, they could be better than that or they could be worse than that. But I don't know that much about the other team. So can someone help me out on that?
I don't know too much about Nebraska. I wish Curbs was here because he could tell us all about it. But I
feel like this is just a pickup. Right? Nebraska hasn't won a ranked matchup since 2015.
Yeah, but they're 3-0 right now.
It would be nice to see Nebraska football back.
They're looking good through these first couple weeks. This is year 3 of Matt Rule. Like I said earlier, I feel like if there's any spot to win, it's now. It's against this team, and I feel like Michigan's offense isn't really nothing crazy. They're probably going to have a run-heavy offense. I'm not too keen into what Nebraska's defense looks like, but I know Michigan's defense is Swiss cheese. Let's just say that.
I'm not too high on Bryce Underwood anymore. Prior to this year, I was, but I don't know if he's.
They haven't let him do anything. Honestly.
Yeah, they're just kind of like. I don't know. I thought he was supposed to be like a deep threat, and he ain't no deep threat to me. Yeah, I mean at all.
He's supposed to be a mobile quarterback, but they're not letting.
Well, I know he's mobile. But the Lamar build archetype. Yeah. The scrambler, but also has an arm. I thought that's what he was going to be like, but it seems like he's more of like a running game manager type.
What?
Yeah. Just get the job.
He's a little bit better than Alex Orji.
Hey, shout out UNLV.
Yeah. I don't think he's that good, bro.
UNLV might win the Mountain West, and they might get that Group of 5 bid.
Have y'all talked about that Florida State quarterback?
Castellanos.
We did touch on him, but what's your thoughts?
I don't really know how much to think of him because of the teams that he's played, right? I understand. I don't really. I don't know, man. He looks really good. He looks really good. He looks clean. He looks smart. But it's just, can Florida State keep it up for him? Is what I question. Whether or not.
I have a lot of confidence, Bo, in that defense. And if they can keep their team in games, I think that Castellanos can win the close ones.
Yeah, as long as he stays healthy, because Boston College was winning a lot of games last year with him until he got hurt.
He's smart. That's all I was seeing whenever I watched him play. He may not be. He's athletic too. He's athletic. Yeah. Don't get me wrong with that. But he may not have the best arm, and he may not have the most speed. But how he takes care of the offense in total is. It's nice for Florida State. It's crazy that they needed a quarterback and then they were going to be a 3-0 team compared to a
2-13. They won.
Actually, here's a game people might be interested on wagering on because it is in the triangle. Duke, NC State.
Yeah, I like the Research Triangle Park, man. That's
So does anybody have any words on that game? Or
I like Duke in that, honestly.
Duke
Their
is at
quarterback.
home laying 2.5 to NC State.
Yeah, NC State was supposed to be a dark horse last year in the ACC, and they kind of sputtered out very fast. I feel like Duke's defense is solid. They they got a transfer quarterback. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's a solid guy. He plays smart ball. I feel like this Duke team is sneaky to like stay within the top five of the ACC ranks. Honestly,
And another team I wanted to touch on
It's
is
Mensa, Darian Mensa.
Darian Mensa, yeah, he's solid.
they
He's
haven't been
solid.
good in a long time, and I see them ranked 18. Is Georgia Tech for real?
Yeah, Haynes
Well,
King, Southgate. What you know about Haynes King? And
oh,
He's
man.
that's a
he's
They put up,
dog.
he's the
they
most
put up
elite
some
game
points
manager in
last week,
college
man.
football.
That's
Yeah,
an absolute dog. All
he's a
right,
dog, but he's only so skilled in my opinion. He's a dog.
that team has heart, man. That team has nothing but heart.
Have y'all been watching any of Oregon football at all?
I mean,
Not
not
really, to
yet.
be honest.
Not
Y'all
yet.
haven't played. Y'all haven't played anybody worth me watching. I know Dante Moore. Yeah, I know Dante Moore is good. I don't have to watch Oregon football to know that Dante Moore is good.
Okay, well that's kind of what I was. Well, I was just wondering because everybody like prior to this, they're like the question was Jimmy was, oh, who was your quarterback? I was telling everybody Dante Moore, just watch, and
Bro,
I think he'll be in Heisman watch. I think
if
he'll
you
And
be a
if
top
you
three again.
if you get a
another one to
smart
touch on
quarterback,
is
Oregon offense is easy to run, bro.
how
Easy.
many more weeks are they going to let Arch Manning lay these big points to these bum schools? I mean,
They don't have a competitive game until Georgia at Southgate.
yeah, well, they're playing Sam Houston State laying 39.5. Do you feel
Yeah.
comfortable with that?
I'm
If I-
not touching the Texas game, bro.
That's
I'm
what I'm
not.
saying. Would you advise everybody to stay away from it?
I would probably stay
I
away.
would. He threw 4 touchdowns and 1 pick against UTEP last week. So like he's not. He's missing some easy throws. I don't know what he start like in the 2 games he started last year. He looked a lot better than what he has showed this year. Like it's not great. I'm not gonna say what was thinking because I had flashbacks myself as like reminded me of Will Levis doing good in
Yeah.
his rookie year, and then his second year he sucks. So I don't. Arch has a lot more potential than Will Levis ever did. I'm not going to put him in anywhere near that conversation.
And
Southgate, you had asked earlier about what we thought on the the Illinois Indiana matchup.
yes,
I was
yes.
taking Illinois plus the 6.5. Jimmy,
Yeah. I have Illinois keeping it close. I have the points. Indiana might be able to win this game. This game is a battle of two good teams fighting for that. Like, I believe it's going to be like for a top 5 spot in the Big Ten. Honestly, it's a Big Ten eliminator. Who's real? Who's not? Both quarterbacks are good. Mendoza on Indiana, Altmaier in Illinois. I just lean it being a close game, and I lean towards Illinois keeping it close.
Okay. And one more rivalry game people might be interested. It's a big spread laying 20.5, but Washington State.
Jimmy thinks Washington runs away with them, but if we go back in the past, bro, I don't like I was explaining on TikTok. You can have average talent on one team and elite talent on the other. If it's an in-state rivalry, I mean it's going to be a rough one. I think that's going to be a close game. I think
you want to put some
Washington's.
money down on it?
I think that's going to be a close
To
game.
the number. I don't think they come close to the number.
Uh,
I think Washington State has nobody. They lost Dampier to Utah. They lost their quarterback. They lost a lot of their OC. They lost a lot of pieces. Or no, wait, Mateer was Washington State, not Dampier. So
Yeah.
John Mateer left Washington State, went to Oklahoma. They don't have anybody. And Washington, I like this Washington team. Damon Williams is playing solid, not like outstanding, but like not bad. They got some pieces. Their wide receivers are clean. Their running backs solid, underrated.
Holy gosh!
It's
Jackson Potter played North Texas Mean Green last week. The Washington State quarterback. He threw 16 for 23, 139 yards, and 3 interceptions.
He's not good. He's not good.
Oh my god!
How many times do I gotta like Man, y'all doubt that I know what I know, man. Y'all
No,
doubt
no,
what I
I'm
know.
not saying that, but I'm just saying I've watched college football for I don't know years, bro, and it seems like sometimes it doesn't matter the talent on the other side of the field, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
It
I'm not
it,
gonna.
it just doesn't. Bro.
If you want to talk about an underrated game, Missouri, South Carolina, that's something.
I mean, I sit there and watch OU and OSU play each other to biting fingernails almost every single year, and OSU 9 out of 10 times is garbage.
Well, that's the Big 12. That's the like
I,
entirety basis of the Big 12 was any team can no team is better than the other by that much. Like
The other
that's even
game I
true right
had,
now.
Tennessee up 7-0 real quick.
yeah,
Wait, isn't Washington and Washington State in the same conference?
no,
Yeah,
Washington's in the Big Ten. What do you mean?
yeah, Washington is in the Big Ten. Washington
They're
State's
in
in
the
the
Big Ten now.
Pac-10.
Yeah,
They went with us. I thought it
dude,
was somebody else. I
Washington.
thought it was somebody else, bro. I didn't
No,
know it was
Washington, USC, Oregon,
UCLA.
and UCLA. They all went to the Big Ten.
See, I didn't know Washington went with us. I
Yeah.
don't know why they came with us. That was a mistake by them. That was a mistake by
Well, they
them.
were smart. They were smart to get numbers.
They
You
were
know,
trying to get out of that. Pac-10 was dying, bro. It was
Yeah.
dying.
Pac-12, bro. Put some
The
respect
other
on it.
game I do like here is I like South Carolina getting the 10.5 from Missouri.
See,
I know that everybody's kind
Sellers
of,
is hurt.
huh?
Sellers is hurt, so I don't know if
Yeah.
he's going to
It's
actually play the
actually
game.
down to 9.5.
Yeah, see? That's what I mean. People are betting.
Earlier in the week, it was at 13.5.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like Bo Bielema or Bo. I don't know what's his name.
Burt Bielema. Yeah.
Bielema. Yeah, he's a solid quarterback. I feel like this Missouri
So
team
right now,
is
guys, I got
pretty good.
Oklahoma, Tulane, and Illinois.
Solid
Okay.
picks. I'm with you on all of those. To be
Give me
honest.
one more to close it out.
TCU. TCU is a smart play. Or
No,
already
well,
started.
TCU
Well, that's already on. Take it.
Uh,
You said, UCF over North Carolina.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah.
Or Miami, whichever one.
Yeah. Miami as well.
Can Georgia cover that 24.5 against Temple?
I actually took the over in that game.
I'm not sure. I mean, that's a tough line to be honest. I mean, Oklahoma dog walked Temple last week, so they're still.
Or should I play around with that Michigan game?
I would definitely take Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska. That's how I lean is Nebraska, honestly.
Only because Southgate lives to torture himself in parlays. So
Red Roses, we said that Maryland was going to cover was going to win. But if you also like take the points. So
yeah, Maryland's points is pretty solid. I like their quarterback. They got a solid young freshman quarterback.
Yeah, they're up on Wisconsin 14-0. He said.
Oh man.
So we didn't even need 10.5, Jimmy.
it keeps coming back, man. I'm just saying. It's just. I'm trying.
South Florida up 14-0 and going in again.
All right. Well, it seems like all these games are on. How about we close it down so we can watch some football, Otis?
Absolutely. Like I said to you guys before, tune in every week for the college wrap up and college game.
And real quick, guys, every Tuesday night, I want to thank Bo for being here. Every Tuesday night, 9:00, No Man Podcast. Bo, you want to tell everybody where they can get it at? Okay.
He's chewing. While he's chewing, Not Moved covers a whole lot of different sports, UFC or UCF. Yeah, UFC, NASCAR, college football, fantasy football, NFL football.
Pretty much the only thing we don't cover is cricket.
Yeah. Yeah, we have MLS. And
I'm trying to figure that one out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We're going to work out a deal with somebody in the near future.
All right. So, like I said, everybody, Tuesday nights, No Man goes live on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. I hate doing that because I'm not Eastern, so it gets my brain all confused and crap.
Well, we run the world here, Bo, so you got to do it.
Yeah, everyone comes on our time zone.
Like it's Eastern, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, come out there, show out. We go through a couple different things, mainly NFL right now, with that being the big thing, and that's what everybody over there likes talking about, right? But also, I appreciate you guys letting me come up here, and everybody, including JB and everybody, y'all putting in y'all's work on here. I mean, y'all are growing, bro, and keep on, bro. Y'all are putting.
Subscribe.
Am I not? Hold on, let's see. What do I get if I am?
I
What-
was just,
hey,
I was just saying it as an in general thing to the
no.
audience here.
I'm
Subscribe.
everybody. Yeah, subscribe on both ends. Subscribe to No Mems.
Yeah, Not Moved just reached 100, I think, right? Is that right, Southgate?
Yeah, we just hit 100.
Yeah.
Did we?
subs.
Yeah.
we hit 100
Bro,
subs.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
So
Awesome.
and also JB streams the football on his live, and tomorrow I will be doing a prop bet live on TikTok on the Southgate Sports. You can find me, and I'd like to thank our sponsor BetUS.com.
Yep. So that wraps it up for this week with college football. Again, look for us tomorrow morning with Better Betters on NFL odds, everything you need there, as well as the normal Sunday podcast for Not Moved. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see
Are
you
y'all
next
going to TikTok?
And break the bookie.
Are y'all going
Break
to
the
TikTok?
bookie.
Break
Yes,
the
I'll
bookie.
be there.
Okay, bye.
All right, thank you, everyone.
All right.
I appreciate
Great job,
that.
everybody.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.